I help you? See, we'll try to see how it goes. What, Sadie? Huh? What? Let me get the link in here. You need. We got three in here. Yeah, baby girl, huh? What's up, Jason? Not a whole lot. Just thought I'd go live for a little bit. My fingers taste good. It's going pretty good. I changed motors mid season. You're a pain in my butt, cat. My hand tastes that good. You gotta keep licking it. What's up, Debbie? What's up, James? You are a cat. Does that feel that good? What's this stuff? What? Oh Lord. So how's everybody this week before? I today re-tore up my front yard to reseed it once again. And Robert.
Yep.
Robert.
Yep. Yeah. Get to the shop today. Get the new spindle. Get home. Get it unboxed. I'm like, oh great, I forgot to check it before I left the damn shop. Didn't have the damn self-tapping bolts for it. So I had to go to 1H Hardware. Yeah, eh. Then I went to Napa. They didn't sell them. So I went next door to the other Ace Hardware in Eaton. Boom. They had them. And I'm looking over there and I'm like, oh man, they had the spindle I needed all the time. And I could have saved myself a whole lot of headache. I'm like, oh well. But, and I got another
Live and you
customer
learn.
tomorrow. Yeah. And I got another customer tomorrow. Want me to cut
Well,
the
that's a good
grass.
thing.
Then I also then I upsold him on cleaning his asphalt driveway. I will make a video of it. You will but not believe the moss and stuff that's growing on it in certain spots. I said, he asked me how long do you think it would take? I said, I don't know. I have no idea.
I
I'll just
would
go to,
believe. I'd believe it down there, Robert.
yeah, yeah. I'm gonna time it because I said he wants me to do it next week while they're gone. So yeah, I just gotta get cleaned off. Cause like I said, that stuff is nasty. Oh, damn. Oh yeah, yeah. I had it here. We have some of it growing on little pieces of concrete block and stuff. Came off. So
Yeah, I do, Jason. Like it a lot. I've yet to put it on a real steep hill, but that will be coming this week. So look at a steep embankment this weekend. I'm gonna try to start doing a couple actual live streams a week if they stay kosher and I don't start getting a bunch of trolls. Yeah, that's my turtle tank over here. Underneath the filter is actual she's being lazy. And then that's my computer. That's my steering wheel for playing Truck Simulator. Nah, it don't clump up that bad at all. I've cut a couple wet yards. Um, one, which is about a half acre. I actually I got there right after the rain had stopped. Got started, and then it started raining on me again, and I finished up in the rain. And never once did it clump up or anything. So, I mean, the first it would have been a hot mess. And it's a bigger cut. The first was a 52 inch. This is a 61. It's a little less on the horsepower. 8.5, I think. No. Yeah, 8.5 horsepower less than the Ferris was, but you can barely even tell the difference. Versus 100. I have to find my booklet again. I think it's on my desk over there. Um, find that booklet. Oh. Let's see here. Let's get to the maintenance section. That's for oil changes. It's 15. You do your first oil change at 20, second oil change at 20. There we go. 200. First break in here. Break in. In. So you do your first oil change at 20 hours. Then I'll replace it. Let's see here. That's the filter. Oh yeah, we do leaves here, Jason. You better bet you Ohio is known for trees. And then get me a set of gator blades. Yes, please. What's up, Andrew? What's up, Joe? Hey, Joe, when you go get me that title for that trailer, brother? So according to this, every 8 hours, you're supposed to apply grease to the fittings. I do it once a week or once every other week. All right, buddy. Thank you. Appreciate it. So how's it been going at that? Oh. I asked, how's it been going at the shop? Well, that's good, Andrew. Yeah, as you guys can see, I got a new mower. Oh, okay. I traded the Ferris in and got the Skag. Um, I've only got a little over 8 hours on it, so I really don't have much reactions to it yet. Give me about another week or so, and I'll do a comparison video, I guess you could say, on it. Likes and dislikes, pros and cons for the two mowers, because I have yet to put it on any real steep hills or anything yet. But as of right now, I like it. So. I'll say this much: it's cut my cutting time down by a lot. So. What's going on, Matt? Links in the chat if you want to come up, buddy. Here, I'll post it again for you. He went silent though. He went mute. There he's back.
Yeah, now I gotta find when I get all this put together. Now I gotta find a way to hold the blade still so I can tighten the top nut because I got the MTD Arnold blade holder, but it's not long enough to hold that 17-inch blade. I'm like, well, I think I got an idea. I'll probably put some channel locks on the blade and then put the damn blade holder up in there.
Hey, Jim.
Get the blade to stay still, tighten the top nut up, and be done with this mess. I'm gonna have to get up early in the morning to do this stuff.
You probably have to use a breaker bar to ratchet, Robert, or a breaker bar to impact, or I don't know what kind of tools you got, but you probably have to have a breaker bar.
Yeah, I got a breaker bar somewhere. I just had to find it. If I had an impact, I wouldn't have no issues, but it's just either by battery powered or air powered. And there's so many different battery powered ones out there. It's like, I seen one at Walmart I like, but they say you need at least a 3-gallon tank to use it. So I don't know.
Well, I got a 25-gallon tank here, so.
Yeah.
Robert, Andrew wants to know if you got much rain from the storm.
Oh, we got a little bit, not much. It kind of skipped over us. It got real windy yesterday. We had tornado warnings and stuff. It just basically just went on around us like we wasn't even here. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where it's at right at the moment.
Let me see. Pull it up on my phone on Weather Channel.
Oh, shit. Damn it. We're playing a yo-yo game here, Matt.
Uh-oh. I know one thing. I got 3 blue screen of deaths in the last hour on my video card. And I have I pulled the computer apart, I blowed it out, blowed all the dust out of it, and updated the drivers. Hopefully that takes care of it. If it BCD and I disappear, you know what happened. I'm about to chuck you something against a tree out here.
Oh, Elms.
Hey, Elms, how you doing?
What's going on? Doing pretty good.
But hey, Robert.
Yep. Well, from what I'm seeing on radar, apparently Fred done dissipated.
Yeah,
Bye, Fred.
He's up.
got some
Yeah.
rain. Got some
Well,
rain
well,
spread here.
yeah. Well, he's mainly up in Pittsburgh now, and there's other one. Apparently, if Fred stays together, this other one that's coming up the East Coast, they gonna collide. Boy, I see what everybody up in the Northeast, they gonna get it big time.
Yeah, I couldn't even get out of my yard all day long.
Yep.
Although out there cutting trees, power lines today.
Looks like I have to behave today.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead.
Because you're live.
Yep.
I've done a couple lives this week.
I've been busy as shit, man. Got a lot of tree trimming jobs coming in and extra odds and ends things hitting, and it's been good.
Yep. Yeah.
Now I'm looking for another video card.
What you looking to get?
I don't care what it is, as long as it's about the same as the 980 Ti or close to it. That's what I've got in here now, and it's having issues.
Somebody got a train coming.
Me.
Yep.
My train's within about less than 500 feet from going by me.
Yep.
I can hear it. I can hear it blowing, and they got a sign out here. There's not a crossing here, but they have to blow that sign there because the guy got killed there because that restaurant, beer joint there. There's a thing going across there, and guy just stood on the railroad track and got ran over.
Oh shit!
So they got it now. They got a sign up there, blow horn, and they have to blow it about 3 times there, just like they do at a crossing.
Got your new spindle there, Robert?
Yep. I had to go to Ace Hardware in Eatonton today. They had the self-tapping bolts I needed. $2 and something a piece. It cost me $7 and something for 3 of them. But without these, this would not fit the motor. So
you had to drill your own hole in them because they're not tapped yet, are they?
Well, they got the hole, but you had to run this bolt down and then back it out.
Yeah.
To grate the threads. I'm like,
yeah, you weren't tapped yet. You just had the opening. I've seen that. They're like, oh, there's no threads in it. Well, you're supposed to make your own threads. You're supposed to run a bolt through there. It'll do it.
Yep. Because if you have a tap and die set, then you have to find the right side die. Then you had to go to the dang hardware store and let's see which bolt's going. Because see, I asked the lady, I said, I was thinking about putting some anti-seize on the threads of these bolts. But she said, I don't think you want to do that because they could back out easier. But, if you know anything about threads, the more threads per inch, the finer it is, the less chance it's backing out. The less threads per inch, it backs out easier. So, yeah, we had a van at work one time that had the real fine thread bolts holding the seats down. So I'm like, yep, that took a long time to get them out. But now,
I would put back what was supposed to be in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And now I got to get this all put on. Then I gotta find a way to hold the blade still so I can what is that? I gotta tighten this top nut that goes on top of the spindle to hold the pulley on.
What do you do?
Cut you a good old 2x4.
Well, yep. What you do is you take that spindle and put it on like you normally would. Leave the pulley off.
Yep.
Then after you get everything put on there, put your blades on the bottom of it with the impact driver, and then
Yep.
put that pulley on top, put the bolt down on it, and then and take you, like you said, a 2x4 or something, put it down there where the hold it in place, and then
Yep.
tighten that
Yeah.
bolt.
Top.
But you're gonna have to make sure you torque that damn bolt to specifications.
Right back.
Too tight that
Yep.
inside that spindle there you have that I can't remember what the hell you call it now. Bearing. That bearing. You may gotta torque it. Don't use an impact driver to tighten that thing down. But if you do, you might mess something up.
Yeah. Because see, I have this washer that came with it. I don't know whether to put that on before I put the pulley or after the pulley. You know, because this is the nut that's flat. Let me see if I'm putting, see if I'm putting it together right. Well, the way I have it put together,
Yeah.
I don't know whether to put the washer under the pulley or on top of it. But I'll keep playing with it till I get it right.
Yeah, that pulley is supposed to turn very easily.
Yep.
And if you put it on there and it's real tight and you barely can move it, take it and reverse that
washer. Yeah.
Oh, they're supposed to lock it down.
Yeah.
Or look it up online and see what it says. You can find one like it.
Yeah. I'll just have to Google a video and see how it's supposed to be done.
Or look at the spindles the other spindle that you got on it. Look at it how it's on there.
Yeah. Yep.
If it's the same type of spindle.
Yeah. But the hardware store I bought them self-locking, self-tapping bolts.
No.
That lady walked over there with me and I looked and I'm like, oh man, they had all these different spindles. I'm like, man, why didn't I come to y'all first instead of having to wait for this spindle to show up? But now I know next time to go to them instead of having to wait for the shop to order it because they had to special order this one. They didn't keep it in stock. But it is what it is. Oh, and I got a new customer tomorrow, Matt. He's gonna want me to cut the front yard and behind the fence near the lake, do the weed eating. Then I upsold him on pressure washing his driveway. He got moss growing in certain spots that need to be gotten up. He asked me how long I think it would take. I said, I have no idea. So, but if I can keep his yard cut, he's gonna cut inside the fence.
Watch how cushy that you get down.
Yeah.
So what is it, Steve? What did you say, Steve?
With that driveway being asphalt, watch how close you get to it.
Yeah.
With that tip, because if you get too close, you'll start popping up freaking pieces of that asphalt. Then you're replacing the driveway.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just, I'll take, and then I got to find the right tip for the pressure washer because of different angles. But like I said, I'll keep playing with the angle of the wand to find it. Do it as if I'm doing it with a shovel, but I'll be doing it with a pressure washer.
Yeah, like he said, there's certain tips. If you, it will cut that paper just like butter.
Yep.
You have to be very. You have to set it. Probably have to set it to. Make sure you don't cut into it.
Yeah.
You end up replacing that whole driveway.
Well, yeah, because he don't have much in the way of uh that moss growing on it, but let's see.
What I would do is mix up some Dawn dishwashing liquid water and put on it,
Yep.
and then scrub it with a scrub brush, and then pressure wash it off.
I have returned.
I'm back. Oh my goodness. All right, y'all. I'll catch y'all later.
All right.
Right on, man.
All right, man.
See you. Robert,
Yep.
behave yourself, bud.
I'm gonna try to.
Y'all take it easy. Good night.
Night. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I
Yep.
got that other yard. I got that other yard cut today, and I left him a message, so he knows. Yeah, I would have done it earlier today, but I had to get to the shop, get my spindle on time I got back home. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna stay off my feet for the rest of the day for a little bit. But oh, and they gonna let me have this.
Dumb cat, get the fuck out of there.
Try to get him some fishies.
Yep. Nah,
Yeah.
gosh, they gonna let me have that spindle for the spindle is normally $64.99, but they gonna let me have it for $58.99.
All right, that cat's stupid. Yeah, let her put her paw in there by that snapper turtle. Go in real quick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Get one of them damn hook-bill turtles. Get hold of that cat be like, oh man, I done made a big mistake. Yeah.
So what all did you do today, Steve?
Ripped up my front yard again.
God. Oh man, you in that front yard. Lord have mercy.
So it's not growing or what? Just restarting?
It died.
Huh.
So I ripped it up. All thing that was growing was crabgrass. So I ripped all that shit out and replanted Kentucky 31.
Did you bring any fresh topsoil in, or?
No, because I mean, when I took out, probably it level with the concrete. If I would put anything extra in there, it would have been like this. No, I think it is. I think that soil's tainted from the people that used to live here.
Yep.
Put all these parked cars on it and shit.
That could be.
Yeah. Yeah, I found out today these people across the street who had this dredging done, he had to buy a bladder. Well, the dredging company was supposed to take care of this issue. Now he's got his big bladder sitting in his backyard that he got to get rid of. It's got a bunch of sand in it. I need to go down there tomorrow and look at it and say, yeah, I don't think somebody's going to have too much fun moving that joker. I mean, the guy told me, the guy told me about it. He said, I forgot how they measure it. There's probably about 6 yards of sand in it. I'm like, yeah, that's going to weigh something. But, no. Yeah. Man.
Well, Andrew, I just needed to go get a good a starter fertilizer, not put it down too heavy. Because I think that's what killed the grasses. While some of that Green Max shit, and I think I put it down too heavy, and I think I burnt it up.
So you think too much nitrates, too much organic in there for the bird?
Too much whatever was in the Green Max.
Fuck, it was real nice there for a minute, wasn't it?
Yep. I was getting greedy with it. It was starting to brown out, and I thought, I'd put that Green Max supposed to make it good. And
Yeah, I just would have seen what a little
I
bit of
think
water
that
could have
killed it.
done.
So now I seeded the whole thing with Kentucky 31, real heavy. So every night, when I cut grass, I'll water the shit out of it. And
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because you would have to probably take soil samples and send them to your local extension office and have them test it for contaminants. Be like, yeah, you got this contaminant, that contaminant. Then they probably say, oh, well, you're going to have somebody come in and dig down. Ain't no telling how far to remove all the contaminated soil and then backfill. Yeah. That wouldn't be.
you have to dig down 10 feet
Yep.
and then backfill it. I ain't going through all that shit.
Nope.
If this don't grow, I'll let the weeds take over. Just keep it cut.
Yep. Yeah, it's strange. I've seen where houses have been torn down.
Just keep overseeing it until it takes over.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let nature do its thing.
Well, I say, I'll let the weeds take over and then just start aerating and overseeding.
Yeah. But I've seen where they tore houses down and it didn't take long. Boom. Next thing you know, like, where'd all the weeds come from? They were just waiting for the house to get out of the way so they could grow.
All right, back. I'm going to burn me a cancer stick. Move, dog. Move, dog.
Yeah. And twice today, Ellen's my darn pulling XT. I was cutting that yard. I stopped one time, the belt jumped off. I'm like, I got to figure out what's going on with this thing.
No, I took the Toro time cutter out today and cut 2 or 3 properties with it, and no issues. Put it up on the trailer, trim, load, and see you later. Give me the money.
Yep.
Thing lays down a good cut, man. This person was like, holy shit, what are those lines? I'm like, those are stripes.
Yep.
I like them.
You know,
me too.
Yep. You know, I've seen people do that, and you could tell they started cut. You cut one way 1 week, and you could still see where they had done that the previous week. Then they start doing. I'm like, yeah.
Well, the property I picked up today is I stick edged it, and I I stick dead the shit out of it. So I'd go a section of driveway and then I'd backwards cut it and then go back and keep going and backwards cut. So it was like a double stick edge.
Yep.
And then I still had to come back with the trimmer and flatten the top off and then do a little maintenance run with it just to make it all look there. But I cut the edge. I mean, it was some work. That was a new property though, dude, but I got it all trained. So next week's going to be groovy.
Yep.
I was able to run the stick edger down it and be like, done. See you later.
Yep. Yep.
Blow it in and go mow it. Blow off, trim, see you later. You know, well, trim, then blow off it.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I just can't wait to get this GT back up and running. As soon as I get everything put back together, I'm gonna fire them blades up and see how she does. I mean, it's not a bad damn garden tractor. I mean, you know, if I had the money back in the day, I would have bought it, but something like that. Oh yeah, and I went to my shop today, and now Kohler is making all their oil except for the straight 30 weight. Everything else is synthetic. I'm like, yeah. So next oil change, I'm gonna have to buy 2 quarts of 10W if he has it, or 5W30 synthetic. Well, 5W is more for winter time, 1030 for summertime.
It depends on the climate. Yeah. So right now I run 5W30 full synthetic AMS oil in my mowers. Yeah. So I mean, at the end of the season, you know, you're not really, when it gets real cold, I'm like, if you're out there chopping leaves up and it's real cold out, you know, you might want to change your oil. But
yeah,
it's all right. I mean, most of the time your mower is going to sit down and change it out, and next season when it gets warm, you'll take her out again.
Because they also told me to also make sure that I use, say, like 5W and 10W30. Do not use straight 30 weight because of being hydraulic lifters in it. Now I'm like, yeah, I want to take care of this motor, because that motor, if they still made that particular motor, ain't no telling what a brand new one will cost. But you know,
I just hit 28 hours on the time cutter.
Yeah,
I'll mow some grass with her.
Yep.
But she's maintained. You check the oil, it's right on par, and oil's starting to get dirty, but it's still gold. So
yeah. And the other thing I like about
still in break-in for sure.
Yeah, and the other thing I like about this motor, it has full pressure lubrication. So, but there's still angles that you cannot operate that at, even with full pressure lubrication now. But I did start having some issues with the LED headlights in it. I had to lift the hood up and play with the connections and stuff. I'm like, come on now, start this mess. But, you know, yeah, she'll get a chance. Not this coming week, but next week I'll take her back to the place where I bought her from and try it in the yard and see how she does. At least I found a video of how to operate the damn height. There's 2 height adjustments. There's the knob, then there's the lever. But the knob that dictates how far the lever goes forward. So, you know, I got with the lever barely move. It won't even move at all, but I probably will fine tune it to that yard. You know, now when I'm cutting that yard with my poling, I don't go past number 5 in height. I say, 5, anything below 5, sorry. But yeah. Man.
Yeah, I don't like to cut stuff low. I like my tall grass. It's more healthy and looks way better.
Yep. Yeah.
3.5 to 4.5 inch, depending on the style.
Yep. Yeah. Yep.
Nothing lower.
Yeah, because I've seen people, they would scalp the fool out of the yard. I'm like, come on, people. That's just, yeah.
Well, some people just don't care. They're like,
Nope.
They'd rather blacktop it than cut the grass. So
Yep. Yeah. I know a guy in Griffin. He would cut his yard, then he would go in both yards on either side up to a point and cut at the same height. He cut his yard. I'm like, if I owned a yard and somebody come over in my yard doing that, I'm like, hey, you better get that mower out of here quick. Because if somebody did that to my yard, be like, hey, no, this is my yard.
Scalping that
Yep.
sheet.
Mm-mm. And the bad thing is, you plant one kind of grass in your yard, then the people next door are like, oh, we don't want your grass growing up over in our yard. Well, you come up with half the money, we'll put a little concrete retaining wall there and keep my grass in my yard and keep your grass in your yard.
We try to do we got a place around here called the Bell Bell Seed House, and they have their own special blend, which has got 3 or 4 different kinds of grasses in it. But whenever you get it growing, man, it looks damn good. It looks damn good. It's like got some Kentucky blue. It's got some zoysia. It's got some other. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing all that for? I'm like, you're battling your shit out. It's got some rye and all that. I mean, it's stupid. I mean, but that's what they do.
Yep.
And like this guy just puts it in his yard, and his grass looks fucking good, dude. I don't know why. I mean, it has different texture throughout his yard. But it's all even spread out, so it looks good. Because when he spread it, it was a blended mix. So he just spread it out with his spreader and just kept growing it and perting it. And next thing you know, it's got some dark green, some light blues, like good hues. It's fucking pretty good looking grass, and it stripes like a mother. So
Yep.
You can stripe that grass with a 21 push mower all day. I don't care what it is, it'll stripe. It's just that kind of grass.
Yeah, I got a couple clients in Cincinnati. Well, one, they live right next door, and the one don't want the other one's grass in their yard.
I got a customer like that.
So,
don't discharge on my lawn, please. I don't want their shit.
but they're both treated by the same freaking weed spray company.
Yeah.
So I tell them that's okay, fine. I just shut the quick shoot down, and I'm not discharging in your yard. Have a good day. I mean, I'm respectful about it anyway. I'm not trying to pelt shit, but they were assholes about it. The first day I showed up to cut their yard, they made sure to come out and talk to me about it. I'm like,
yeah. I remember one time when I lived in Griffin, the St. Augustine grass had went to seed. I'm like, So,
I've been running into a lot of Bermuda lately.
Oh, yeah. That stuff. Yo, that's the thing. When you cut that kind of grass with a regular rotary blade mower, I've seen it at that school I went to in Macon. They would cut it so low, and when they went to make a turn, they leave a brown spot. I'm like, hey, y'all cut this grass with the wrong kind of mower.
I cut that yard at 3.5 inches today, and it's got a lot of crabgrass in it, so it's like a mixture. You can see it.
Yep.
But they needed edging. Their edging was like 3-4 inches, 5 inches in some spots, overgrown on the sidewalk. So when I ran the blade edger over it and then came back and blew everything up, you could see the outlines of where the grass was laying on the concrete.
Yeah.
Yep. Where it's white, the rest of it is dirty.
Yep. But it's all cleaned up and crispy and nice now, ready to go. I'm waiting for him to call me, but that's just some shit they never did anyway, ever.
Yeah. Oh, what was that guy on YouTube called Something to Look At? He had a special edging tool you put on your pressure washer.
I saw that.
Cuts the grass. I'm like, yeah, but then it's like, oh, he got all this mud. But like, if you go and pressure wash after the fact, yeah, great. But you just doing that to this edge the grass. Well, sorry, but hey,
hell, even having I used that Oregon edger blade today and did all them edges, and it pulled a lot of dirt out on the sidewalk. So I was even using a BR800X, dude, full throttle. Still had to work to get that shit to move. It was some thick dirt. I'm like, damn. And then like trying to blow it out of the line just to make it look good again, I'm like, this shit gets back in there and like shit.
Yep. No.
Because I always try to
And
blow off the edger line once I'm done. That way, it looks like I did something.
Yep. No. And plus, where I used to live, the curbing was not machine curbing. It's like they took two boards, one straight up and one at an angle, and whatever concrete they used, that stuff wasn't with a flip. But I had this one lady, people told her, said, "Yeah, where'd you find your yard guy at?" Like a professional did it. I tried to keep the damn curbing, keep it nice looking and stuff. Now, she did want her grass low, but now there were certain times of the year when dandelions would pop up. I'm like, yeah, okay, these dandelions I should have been bagging. So there wouldn't have been no issue. Because if you don't bag weeds or flowers, if they constantly put right back out to the seed. I'm like, yeah. I would try to catch her yard when the dandelions open so I know if I missed a spot. But, yeah. Yeah, that was the same lady that one year, it was Valentine's Day, I went to work and she had all the trees in the front yard. I come home from work, I'm like, man, where all the trees go? I mean, there wasn't nothing left. And then she had the company who cut them down hired somebody to grind the stumps up. So I had to get all that up. And I told her, well, they're going to have to come back.
$4 every inch or 2 inches.
Yep.
Yeah, Andrew says been 2, maybe 3 weeks now that he's had a heat index of 90 to 105.
Yeah.
We've had a couple weeks like that here.
Now, today when I left to go to the shop. Yep. When I left this morning to go to the.
I bet you today the heat index was about 95, 96 because of the humidity.
Yeah. But I said today when I left to go to the shop to get my spindle, the sky was a real dark blue and there wasn't no clouds in it. But as the day went on, the clouds started getting more well defined, but the sky stayed a real dark blue. I'm like, okay, yeah. I need to go out there and look at something on this lawnmower real quick. I'm gonna look at the middle spindle and see where the damn washer's at on that damn pulley. So I want to make sure I put this thing back together right.
I would almost assume to guess to say that the washer's going to go under the pulley.
Yeah. Because on the pulley, I know I can determine that by will be the middle blade because the trim side pulley is a double pulley. Because it got another belt that has apparently run something else. I don't know what it is, but All right, let's get up in there and see what's going on. I like the feel of it. Yeah, put that over here for a minute. Oh, I'm gonna get this way.
Jason took out a smoke, buddy. Hey, what's up, Ricky? Here's the link. You want to come up? We don't bite. He's probably still working.
Yeah, if you bite me, I'll bite back. You hear what I said? I'll bite back.
Yep.
How y'all been doing?
Well, we're living. We try to
Yeah, I
anyway.
hear you. How's the family, Steve?
We're doing pretty good.
Good. Glad to hear that. Hey, Robert. That was Robert, wasn't it?
We had a fun.
Yep. From the looks of it, the washer is under the pulley. Yep.
That's what I was guessing that it was going to be, is under the.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but Ricky, we had a bad set of storms come through here about 2-3 weeks ago. Maybe
Mr. Ricky Lee.
4 now.
What is up, man?
Yep.
So as soon as the
Is
back
that the one that flooded the basement, Steve?
up.
What's up?
Yep.
What's up, Elms?
Well, Ricky, I got me a GT Craftsman lawn garden tractor.
I'm sorry.
Mm. What do you mean you sorry? Huh.
We all
Lord
know.
have mercy. Hey. Nah. Got to put a new pulley on the discharge side, but got a 22 horse Kohler Pro twin cylinder with hydraulic lifters in it.
I'm not a
50-inch
craftsman.
cut. Yep. Yeah.
I am not a craftsman man myself.
Yeah.
I hate them with a purple passion. Hey, Jim. Hey, Debbie.
Well, I switched mower brands.
What'd you switch? Don't tell me, Craftsman.
What's up? Oh, shit!
I
I
switched
just
to
hit the comments. Sorry. I see everybody talking now. My bad. What's up, everybody? I'm over here on Amazon searching too for stupid shit.
What'd you switch to, Steve?
I switched to Skag.
Well, you didn't go too bad wrong.
Well, I got tired of all the hellacious maintenance on that Ferris.
Yeah.
And Ferris will kill you in maintenance. I'm telling you, shit's high end parts.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm a snapper man myself. Can't help it. Used to be
There ain't nothing wrong with that snapper.
John Deere. Now I'm snapper.
There's nothing wrong with a snapper. I'll say that much.
It's
I do like their push motors.
a snap with a snapper.
Yeah.
I'm going on
Nah.
9 years. 8 or
Yep.
9 seasons on my snapper. I mean, this year is the only time I've ever had to do any work to it. The only thing I did was put a dry belt on it.
That's regular maintenance. That's acceptable.
Yep.
Nah, Ricky Lee, the John Deere dealership in Millersville. The few times I've been by there, they had nothing on the lot. I mean, nothing. I'm like, what the fool? Even trade-ins are gone. I'm like, what the? It's like, whoa, what's going on here? Y'all never damn that slack in supply and demand of product.
What's
Hell, the
crazy?
inside.
What's crazy, Robert? They're hauling a lot of used John Deere's in from somewhere to here, and people are buying them
Yep,
like wildfire.
yep.
I don't know what all them John Deere riding mowers at.
Yep,
Used ones, not new ones, used ones.
yep. It's like the Chevrolet dealership in Millersville. They don't hardly have any inventory. The Hyundai place, Nissan, yeah. But the Ford and Honda place, I'm like, yeah. But now they're taking certain chips out of the trucks, trying to get them put in the engine compartment. So your radio's like, why am my radio working? Do you want a radio or do you want your engine to fire up? Like, yeah, almighty. Yeah.
And I had trouble with mine the other day too. I called hell getting a resistor box. Just a resistor box for my truck.
Yep.
Like I never found it.
Yeah.
Because of all them damn computer chips.
Yep. Oh yeah, my lawnmower shop guy, he's having a custom truck built and he don't know when he's gonna get it. He went to Aikens Ford in Winder, Georgia. Well, unfortunately, due to this COVID crap, yep, there's gonna be a shortage for a while. I mean, factories can run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's gonna take a long time for them to catch up.
I was watching the news and they said there was over 32,000 brand new vehicles sitting on the lot that
Yep.
people have bought, but they can't have them until they get the computer chips put in them.
Shut somebody.
Over 32,000.
Paper.
Yep.
Still got paper on the fuckers too.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not going to do that. No. I'm not going to buy a vehicle and let it sit there on the lot for a year or two before I get the damn parts and make it run. That's crazy. That car be a year or two old before you get it.
Yep.
Restoration project.
Yeah.
Yep.
If I buy a new vehicle, I want to pull it. I want to drive it off the lot right then.
Yep.
Not a year after I
Damn
bought it.
straight.
It's crazy. Hey, Andrew. Getting any rain up that way tonight, Steve?
Nah.
I mean, no rain here either. We've been out cutting and, well, we've had enough rain where things are growing good, but we've been out cutting trees and trimming a lot of trees, doing a lot of trailer loads lately. It's been my deal on top of my yard cutting, so gotta love it.
We got a little bitty light rain this afternoon, but we need a whole lot more because everything is dying down here.
Yeah.
My yard is yellow out there.
Yeah, we
have
haven't
a
found out yet.
43% chance of rain tonight.
Yep.
Things are going good in this area. Everything's still nice and green, and it's growing like a weed. So cannot complain. He's my branch.
I wish it would here.
Yeah. Yeah, I looked at the radar on Weather Channel. Well, Fred's headed toward, Pittsburgh and all that, and that other one's headed up the coast. It's like if them two collide, oh boy, there's gonna be a lot of people like
Yep.
And then Grace, she's going across Mexico. It's like, yeah. Yeah.
I think it'll turn ended up.
Yep.
I thought my truck was really messed up a couple of weeks ago. I was driving it, and all of a sudden, about 7 or 8 of the warning lights come on.
Uh-oh.
The air conditioner cut off. And brake
So
started.
serpentine belt.
No, it's a resistor box.
Okay.
The air conditioner cut off, and all them lights come on. The brake started trying to lock up. The steering wheel wanted to act funny. The steering. I said, hell, what is going on? Finally got it to a shop and had it checked out, and there was some kind of little resistor box about 4 inches long, 2 inches thick.
Ain't that a son of a bitch? A little thing like that can ruin your whole day.
It did ruin my whole day. That day.
Now I gotta do bearings on the front end of my truck. I got rotors that are on spindles, so when you do the rotors, you're on a spindle, so you can do the bearings and races and repack them, put on new seals. So I just did it 6 months ago. So I went to Napa. I don't know if you guys got Napa around here or not, but I don't like Napa. Napa sucks. Their parts are junk. I packed them bearings with a bearing packer. I made sure they were good. I installed it, put all the new races on, everything. Seated it down tight with the ratchet, 1/2-inch ratchet, and then backed it off. Where it was smooth and no grind, no grit. Put the cotter pin in, cast on the cotter pin and all that. Put the cap back on, greased the shit out of everything. Well, 5-6 months later, here they are grinding, and I'm going down the road, and I'm like, turn to the right a little bit, it goes away. I'm like, freaking wheel bearings. I'm like, I just did these. Why is it doing it? They're junk.
Yeah.
So I went out and bought a new set today and spent a little bit more money on them, higher end ones. So we'll see what happens.
Oh, yeah. We got AutoZone, and we got O'Reilly's, Napa.
There's a place around here called Owls Automotive, and they got some pretty good stuff.
And we got Motor Park.
Oh, yeah. Oh, another place called CarQuest.
CarQuest, we should have those around here. Yeah.
Yeah, we got a couple of those around here too. Advance.
Yeah.
Yep. Because Advance used to be Discount, and they got bought out. I'm like, yeah.
Napa sucks, Andrew.
Yeah.
Know how to repair it after you get their parts. That's right, James.
Yeah, I don't really care for Napa either.
Yeah, it is junk, dude. Like, when I worked with the shop, dude, we'd get all Napa brake pads and rotors and this and that, and here comes a month or so later, here comes a customer, and I got a whole bunch of brake noise, squealing, this and that, and the pads are shit. Things are glazed over. They're all terrible. I mean, nicks and grooves. No good.
Yeah, I might put some brake pads on my truck. They starting to squeal a little bit.
They're like, "Oh, you didn't grease the backsides." I'm like, "Get out of here, man!" I'm like, "I brushed the shit out of them." I mean, most of the time that just attracts dirt and debris. I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
You don't want to over grease them, but you know, you put a little on there so it's all freed up when you go do them again. I mean, I get that part, but that shit just collects dirt and dust, and you got to clean it off.
Oh yeah. Yep. I know the problem with mine. I had to call the dealership and give them the VIN number to find out what calibers I got on mine, because I don't. They got 2 different calibers that come out on that model.
So when I get done working tomorrow, I'll be doing the bearing packing and race replacing and all that shit.
Yeah.
New seals, inner and outer. So inner and outer bearings, new seal, clean up. Damn noise better go away. It will though, because when I turn to the right, it only happens when I do like 30 to 40 miles per hour. It starts kicking in. And anything higher, you hear it big time. When you turn to the right real quick, it goes away. I'm like, yep, fucking bearings.
Oh yeah.
It's not me.
May just be one side, but I'm gonna do both sides anyway. So.
Yep.
Preventive maintenance.
That's right. Hell, you're already there. I mean, it don't take long to do it. You just got most time-consuming part is packing the bearings if you don't have a packer. And doing it by hand, you got to keep rolling that son of a bitch for a while.
Fucking doing.
I'll tell you what, I would rather put brake shoes on all 4 of my wheels, because they all disc brake. Then put that damn drive belt on my lawnmower.
Well, see, I'm lazy. When I do brake jobs, they just stand up when I did it because we'd put it on the lift. Now I got to sit down, and I'm like, this sucks.
I ain't being lazy.
It's a whole lot easier when you're standing up, though, in my opinion.
Being lazy is hiring somebody else to do it.
Good.
Sure. I will give you that.
When you know how to do it, and you got the money, and go hire somebody else to do it, then that's being lazy.
I've been looking at the local yards around here, seeing if I can find another Vulcan motor at 3.0. I want to get it shipped to the shop. I'll put it on the stand and work on it and get it rebuilt. And then once it's all said and done, drop it in my truck. Get a transmission too. Hell, that thing would go for another 15, 20 years.
Oh, yeah.
Get a new rear end too. Well, I'd rebuild the rear end. I wouldn't get a new one. I'd just put new gears in it and run it good. New axles.
You just might as well restore your whole truck like that if you're going to do all that.
Well, the inside's still good. It's still got seats and a steering wheel and a radio that works. The AC works. 2001 still has a great charge. I've charged it before because I've taken things apart to do things on it, but yeah, it still holds. It's the old original system. Still seals.
I got an 06, and that thing will run you out of there. It gets so cold. You put a damn coat on sitting in there in the middle of summer.
Andrew, if I can get the parts cheap enough, yes, it's totally worth it because I could do all the labor for free and my free time. And then if I had to, I could sell, get the truck worked over, sell it for top dollar because it's totally rehabbed.
Oh yeah. You see Andrew's comment.
Bigger motor, extras.
Andrew is just, whatever
I will be getting a new truck, so I've been looking. That's my next little adventure. So before I get a bigger trailer, I need a bigger truck. The Ranger will pull it, but she's getting old. Like I said, I've had her since 2002. So That thing's got 265,000 miles on it, and I've put every bit. I got it when she had 18,000 on it. So I've had that truck for a long time. I got her in 2003. So my dad bought it in 2002, and he drove it back and forth to work before he retired. And in 2003, when he retired, he's like, "Here you go, have it." And I'm like, "Why, thank you." And here she is till this day, pulling a lawn trailer and doing whatever. So
People don't believe it, what I'm fixing to tell you, but I bought a 99 Malibu. The thing only had 2,700 miles on it when I bought it.
whew,
When I bought it, it had been repoed. 2,700 on it. I bought it. I drove it 6, 7, 8 years. When I traded on another vehicle, it had 561,000 on it.
holy shit. I've had my truck since 2003, dude, and I've only got 275,000 on it. Damn, you've been driving that thing around.
Yep. And that was still a good car when I got rid of it.
Yep,
It wasn't using no oil or nothing.
that's awesome. Yeah, that's what they say, man. You got to use them or lose them, man. If you park a vehicle and never do nothing with it,
Yep.
have a good day. You're going to be fixing it and repairing it because everything dries out.
Interior was still like new. It didn't have no scratches or dents in it.
That's cool.
Still like a new car when I got rid of it.
Yeah, I need to get a new truck here soon. I've been thinking about it. But I know the problems with my truck, and they're very doable. But when you buy another one, you're like, man, okay, now we're going to discover new things,
Yep.
somebody else's issues.
Right now, I would not have a new vehicle. Not if you give it to me.
I'm looking for like a 90s model GMC 1500 or Chevy 1500 Silverado, because just, man, dude, they're bulletproof.
Yep.
I mean, they're still on the road to this day. I mean, I would pull just something to pull the trailer, for a work truck, man. Hell yeah. I could keep the Ranger and just drive it around town and save fuel, and then just use the other truck for towing capacity.
I don't care which one you buy, Ford, Chevrolet, Dodge, whatever. That's the damn many recalls on parts and stuff.
Yeah.
On all of them, I wouldn't.
Mile long.
I wouldn't have a new one. Recall after recall after recall. I mean, Jeep is just as bad. My neighbor up here's got a Jeep.
Oh, I don't like Chrysler. I am not a Chrysler fan at all. Chrysler can go.
Yeah. Yeah. My neighbor's got a Jeep Liberty up here. He bought brand new. And hell, I think he bought it like 3 years ago. He's already had 5 recalls on him.
Jim's Landscape.
Hey, Jim.
Yeah. That truck I've had it, like I said, since 2003. The oil has been changed regularly, and it's still running. I mean, I've done regular maintenance, brakes, tires, pads, rotors, all that. And I put a radiator in it or two, and a hose or here or there, and an alternator, and a water pump. But other than that, a battery, a or two, and just, over time, it's just, given. You got to do that. You got to keep them on the road.
You got to keep them on the road. You got to do regular maintenance, or they won't be on the road. They'll be in the junkyard.
Yeah, oil's like Bobby. Oil's important. That shit's got to be done. Eden.
There's a man.
Bill Bowen.
Almost done. We're on the last yard. But now I'm on my second cut. And it looks like crap.
So I went to that new property today and cut it and put stripes in it.
Yeah.
The customer called me. They're like, "What is that?" I'm like, "Those are stripes." Like, "We like that. That looks good. Can you do that every time?" I'm like, "Sure."
Say yes, but I'll charge extra.
Well, I got there and the edges were overgrown, so I had a nice intimate adventure with the KM and the edger. So I did a lot of edging, a lot of overgrown stuff today. And actually, after I edged it, I still had to go back with a string trimmer and like make it right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I do the same thing when they're way overgrown like that. I'll edge it out, and then I'll go back with the string trimmer and touch it up. It just it just looks better for the first time, especially when they're way overgrown. You gotta. So.
Yeah, they called me and they're like, "Man, what did you do? Was that you that did that?" I'm like, "Yeah, that was me." Like, "Man, thank you." Cool.
That looks good.
So
That's
the
what
bar
happened.
is set.
Was it homeowner maintained previously?
Yes.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
it was maintained by another company, but they didn't go that way. They let it overgrown, and the customer lost the company, and their mower was broke, and they eventually got it running, and they're just not able to do it. So they're like,
Oh my gosh.
I called them and like, "Yeah, we want you to come do it." Okay, cool. So yeah, they're extremely happy, and
Yeah, so if it's professionally maintained and the edges are all nasty, then they're not professional. That's the way I look at it.
I ran the shit out of that edger blade today. It got some work,
Good.
and it was a pretty long run too. So
Oh my gosh, we're tired. We're so tired. What time is it? About 8:30, 9 o'clock?
that
It's 10:38 my time.
you know,
Good night,
Matt,
Matt.
10:30? So it's
9:30
my
my
time.
9:39 my time.
Yeah, so it's thinking 8:30 here. Oh my gosh, and we've mowed a lot.
I wish I had daylight that late. Jeez,
Yeah.
you West Coaster.
Oh, we still got. Yeah, I still got another probably 45 minutes.
Dark here.
See, the problem is around here in wintertime when fall hits, we start getting dark about 5:30, 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and then 5:30, then 4:30. I'm like, "Oh, great. You ain't cutting grass when you get off work after that." It's like, great.
Yeah,
What the hell?
I know. I'm totally screwed here in about a month. Like, I cannot do my route. I ran out of daylight. We just had to push everybody back, and then I get caught up over the weekend, and I usually have to work Saturday and Sunday to do it. But
Yeah.
it is what it is. What are you gonna do? We can't. That's one of the hazards of a part-time mower. A part-time, full-time. How's that? I do it as a second job, but it's a full-time job.
So, like I said the other day, they hired a service writer for the shop. So
What's up, Mikey?
apparently it's a go.
Nice.
It's a go.
Nice.
I'm gonna be raking in $20 some odd an hour, and then cutting grass
Sweet.
afterwards as far as I can. So
Next year, you're going to be like, no more customers. I'm booked out.
I know, right? And it sucks too because I've been doing so damn well. I picked up 3 more customers this past week, and it's like, damn it.
I know.
I'm gonna have to break the news to people.
We're
Like,
better.
look,
Matter of fact, my helper's with me today because Laura drove home today, and she got home right when we were leaving to go mowing.
East Tennessee.
So my helper's with me, and I'm like, dude, how many lawns you got now? And he's like, I don't even know. I got him so booked up so fast, he doesn't even know how many lawns he's mowing. I said, he said this weekend he's going to sit down and figure it out. but I think I got him up to. I think he's up around 800 a week right now. That's just his schedule.
Man, that's good money.
Yeah, good money for just starting out. I mean, it's not full time yet, but it's a good start.
3,200 a month. Right
Yep.
now, I'm at 46.
46. Is that where you're at, Josh?
46. Yep.
I actually gotta sit down and open the books up and take a look. I don't know exactly where we're at, but I think we're about 9,000 a month.
But the most of them I've been getting lately have been higher end like prices. Like I've been not dropping
Right.
the new ones for like no less than 40.
Yeah. Attaboy, I like it.
And I've had a couple inquiries and they declined me because of that. But I'm like, you know what? That's fine. I'll find someone else
Yep,
that will get it.
we use the 50% rule. If we're getting over 50% of our beds, then we're too cheap.
I've been trimming trees lately, and like people have been asking. I'm like, well, I want to list this and this trim. How much does that cost? I'm like, $150. Oh,
Right.
well, that's expensive. I don't know. I'm like, hey, call a tree company and see what they're going to charge you, and I'm going to haul this away for you. And plus, that's all haul away included. So,
Yeah,
and then
so
next
for
thing you know, they call me the
every
next day. Like, okay, can you do that? Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, heck of a deal, isn't it? Yeah, they probably called the tree company and realized that. Well, they probably called them like 4 times that amount. Oh.
Watch it, Jim.
This is a big. I don't know how big this one is. I think it's right about a half an acre of lawn, not including the house, just lawn. This lady owns the Chinese restaurant in town, and she's from China. Matter of fact, she's over in China right now on vacation. And we're under bid on this property. So next year, her rates can go up.
Yep.
I think she's half
Well, next-
Jewish, though, because she's really deep.
The ones that I do keep next year, when the shop job kicks up, they're going to get an increase too. At least $5.
Man, the few I do went up this year because the gas prices went up.
So my competitor complains that my rates are too high. That's one of his selling points. Well, if you go with non-service, your rates are going to be higher.
Well,
But
you
I'm
pay
like,
for
dude.
quality.
Well, I tell him this. I said, look, I'm booked out 100%, 110% booked out, and my rates are higher than yours. What does that tell you? You could be getting more money for what the amount of work you're doing.
Yeah, don't use my success as a selling point to undercut me. That's bullshit. You know?
Oh, it's all good. I don't care. I don't care. I'm 100% booked out, dude. So, matter of fact, if I went full-time, Josh, next year, the goal is about 80 lawns. So if I went full-time next year, I'd only have to pick up about 20 lawns.
It'd be hard.
And that would not be hard at all to do.
Well, you could spread
gave
things
away
out
that
Monday
many.
through Friday, and you're like, oh, Saturday and Sunday off every week.
Yep. Exactly.
And you still have light days throughout the week. Like you could do 10, 15 a day, you know?
This is the one we just mowed.
There you go.
Got a three-way cut on that. So it goes this way, north and south, east and west, and then we've got diagonal on it there. Nice yard. Nice house. We're done, Dave. He can't hear me. He's got his earbuds in. Oh my gosh. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do here, guys. I'm going to jump off. I'm going to go home and see what Laura's up to, and then I'll come back on, okay? So I'll see you in just a few.
All right.
Still daylight where he's at.
Oh, knocking shit over.
Where was he at? No, I mean,
He was
what
out cutting
state?
grass.
Idaho.
Idaho.
That's why it's still daylight.
Yep. Yeah, he gets all the daylight.
That's a little bit of a hip
Hop,
skip and a
skip,
jump.
and a jump. Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say, a hop. I just couldn't get it out.
Yeah, that's a nice
So
car
Joe-
ride.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. I need to find me something to eat.
Then last time I went up that way, shit, I didn't think I was ever gonna get back to Tennessee. Damn, it took forever to come back. Flew out there but drove a car back.
Let's see, I drove out to Roberts area from here in Illinois. I went to Brunswick, Georgia.
Uh-huh.
That was like a 14-hour straight drive.
Wow.
And just hauled it, just did it. I did it at night too, so I didn't see shit. I didn't see
Yeah.
mountains, didn't see nothing, just darkness.
This is road, huh?
And by the time I got there, it started getting daylight, and I'm like, oh, now I see a little bit of something, and I was so tired. I'm like, man, slept it off, and by the time I woke up, it was dark again. So I'm like, well, this trip is shit. So then I caught a Greyhound back, and it was the worst experience of my life. That was terrible.
Really?
Man, Greyhounding across the country is no fun. They're so uncomfortable, man, and just the layovers and the stops, man. It sucked.
Oh, yeah.
I think I sat in Atlanta for 3 hours waiting for the transfer bus. I'm like, man,
Oh, my God.
it was rough. You just couldn't get comfortable. I just couldn't get comfortable. That was me. I'm just like sitting in this rare, straight up seat, like I just want to lay down and sleep. You know? Nope, you can't do that. Wake up! Like, damn it.
You should have flew.
Yeah, I could have been done. Hell, the ticket was $180 something. I'm like, Buck, I could have flew. Probably been cheaper.
I don't know if it'd been cheaper, but it wouldn't.
It'd have been less time for sure.
Yeah, it wouldn't take but just a few dollars more.
I think. See, I drove there straight in a U-Haul with a load. See, I contracted a deal with this printing press company here near me, local, that had the training pamphlet contract with the government that was training the new people for Homeland Security. So I had to haul that up there with the U-Haul, and they bought it, and I drove it up there. It took 14 hours straight. I got there, unloaded it. So bam, I had to figure out how to get back. Well, we're going to buy you a Greyhound ticket back. I'm like, why don't you just rent me a car and give me a hotel room? No, they were cheap. So I was tired as hell. Got on that Greyhound. It was just miserable. I didn't like it. It took me longer to get back on the Greyhound than it did to drive there straight.
You know, I was in Pensacola, Florida, and come back to Tennessee. The first time I rode a bus, took me 16 hours.
Yeah, it takes a whole lot longer than just, you got to go their route,
The second time, I actually hitchhiked. in 10 hours.
Yeah, they're quicker than taking a bus. Gotcha.
That's pretty damn bad. You can hitchhike faster than you can ride a bus.
How far are you going? Well, you just drop me off when you turn off, and I'll figure it out from there. Thank you. Yeah.
Only bad part about some of them people were crazy.
Dude, sitting in the bus stops, middle of the night, little bus terminal waiting stations,
Yeah.
2, 3 in the morning with all these crazy fuckers running around. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
this is an adventure.
Especially in Atlanta or somewhere like that.
Like I said, I sat in an Atlanta hub for 3 hours.
I don't know if I could do that or not. I wouldn't feel safe.
I had a knife on me. Don't know if it would have kept me safe or not, but they would have to fight for it or shoot me, which probably would have happened first.
I'd have to be packing iron if I was sitting there. Hell, I'm packing iron anywhere I go anyway, so I guess I would be anyway.
CCW is legal. You take the track class.
Yep. I got a concealed carry permit, and we have got open carry here.
There you go. Missouri's like that, but not Illinois. Illinois, you can conceal
Yep.
in certain areas. But Missouri, you can walk down the damn street with an AR. It just, what?
Yeah.
No big deal. I mean, it's a big deal, but legally no big deal.
As long as you ain't got it out threatening anybody or
No.
fanning it around. As long
Have
as
that
you-
bitch strapped to your back and your bug out little pack thing, okay. Man,
Yeah.
Don't fuck with that guy. Man, hold up here. Hold up. Little fuck up here. 1 second. All right. Coffee. There we go.
Oh, what they would do down here if I guess it's open carry. I mean, I could take it 30 out there, strap it on my back.
My favorite piece that my dad used to have was the Judge. He had the 3-inch barrel. Well, 45 long Colts and some 310s, a little mixture in there. Have fun with it.
Yeah.
Oh man. And then we got the Winchester PD Defenders, whatever, the little 3 discs with the buckshot. Oh man, you're taking some shit. You get hit with that.
At one time, I had so many guns here, people was afraid to walk in my house because I had them all hanging on the wall.
Hell yeah.
All of them was loaded.
Who did we just lose? We lost somebody. That was Robert.
Yeah, Robert. I think at one time I had 36, 37.
No. My dad was a gunsmith when I was a younger kid, and he utilized the basement as a gunsmith. We had a area workshop. He had a bench, did his reloading, did everything, worked on guns. He took the bricks out of the wall and dug out and transferred the dirt out through the house and put a little shooting range in there. Well, the city and county or whatever, the county found out about it and they shut that down quick. They're like, you're not allowed to do that. So that they fined the shit out of him, and he had to go to court, do all this shit, and they came in with backhoes and dug it out and filled it in, and you're not allowed to do this no more. And they repaved the wall, and we had to pay for it all. It was stupid. Well, it was my dad's fault, but
Yeah.
so let's just say He kept his gunsmith's license until Bush came into office, and Bush was like, well, to keep your NRA, gunsmiths, all this, we want blueprints of your house where you keep all your weapons, all this and that, and you're going to submit it. And he's like, I'm not doing that. So he gave it all up right then and there. So he's like, if I tell you where all my shit's at, what's the point?
Yeah, really.
I mean, come on now. There's no safety, no security in that. Make that shit fucking accessible.
Well, I'll tell you where one of mine is right now. Right there.
Always near. That's all you gotta know. Always near. It's always a hand reach away.
I don't never show it on the camera, but it's rare right there at the end of my arm. Ain't gonna show it on camera. Get in trouble for that.
Where's Mama at tonight, Steve?
Okay, so she's around.
Let's see here.
You must have had a hard day today, Steve.
Oh yeah, ripping up that front yard. What? I need me tell you. And raking it up and then scooping it up and let me tell you what, I soaked 4 shirts.
Huh, dang.
It was 87, was there 87 or 88 degrees with a heat index of like 96 or 97 degrees.
Oh yeah.
It was tolerable today, so we were sweating.
That's the way it was here, real humid in the 80s.
If you want if you weren't working outside, you'll sweat your ass off.
Yeah. It was humid here today. You didn't have to do nothing. You could go out there and just stand and sweat. Then it rained a little bit, made it worse.
It sprinkled here a couple times, and that's about it.
Yeah.
It clouded up like it was going to rain pretty hard, but
That's the way it did here. It clouded up, looked like it gonna come a big thunderstorm. But all we got was a little light, very little light shower for about 10 minutes, 3 different times. But the ground just soaked it all up. It didn't rain hard enough to run off. But hell, I mean, we're dry down here. We are dry. My yard's almost completely yellow out there. It's hurting for water.
that's why a lot of yards are up here too. They're hurting. We've been getting rain.
Yeah.
It says it's not been enough. It's not been enough rain to amount to anything.
Yeah.
There's a couple days where we had some good hard rain, but other than that, you get a little sprinkle here, a little sprinkle there, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Well, we've been lucky. It's been raining at night, and then we wake up in the morning. Yeah, it's wet out, but still can go mow. So get it done.
We're like Steve, we had a couple hard rains, but it pretty much all run off. Didn't do no good.
Monday, I got caught in a rain shower and put the skag to the test of cutting grass in the rain, which it did pretty good doing that. So didn't clump up, didn't get all full of shit.
Of course, today I went over and had my truck fixed. It didn't rain here at my house, but over there where I picked the part and stuff up at, it come a damn flood. Heavy thunderstorm over there. That's about 50 miles away. Thunder, lightning, raining, wind blowing so hard, trees falling across the road.
Look, Victor.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man. All we got here that day was a little sprinkle.
Hasn't rained much here, but things have been growing, so we've been full speed ahead.
Yep. I've been getting behind on my yard. They working me at the store so much. Every time I get started on one of my yards, the store call me. We need you to come up here to help us.
Cheers. Oh, 1 second. Roommate's calling me. Give me 1 second, bro.
Right back.
1 second. I'll be right there.
Oh. Well, I guess it's the redneck show for right now. Steve had to step out for a minute. Oh, man. Jim, have y'all heard from Randy yet? Yeah, I know, Jim. I know. Everybody run off and left me. You heard from Randy yet, Jim? Oh, okay. He's doing all right, I hope. Oh, what you got, Steve?
Food.
What kind of food?
My shit's got a quart for a few minutes.
Is that lasagna?
Won't take
Is
long.
that
to make it.
lasagna?
Kind of, sort of like it. It's
Oh,
mascarpone.
okay.
Ricotta cheese in the center of it.
Yeah.
Surprised Jim didn't come up.
I am too. Come on up, Jim. So I can badmouth you in person.
Yep, that's still super hot.
How's KK doing?
She's doing good. She's in the ninth grade
Okay.
now. They started school today.
Yeah, ain't none of y'all had this corona, have you?
Emily thinks she may have had it when it first came out,
Uh-huh.
but other than that, I haven't had it. It takes a lot for me to get sick, though. So,
Yeah.
but KK, she's got a little bit of a cold right now. So,
I got a friend that's in the hospital right now that's in pretty bad shape with it. He's fighting for his life. 42-year-old in perfect health. They said the other day they don't know if he's gonna make it or not.
I tried to stay away from people who
Yeah.
call.
Well, I cough, but it's from cigarettes.
Well, Emily's got a cough, but that's because my daughter, she got it from cheer, I'm guessing.
Yeah. My friend that's in the hospital, he owns a lawn care business, and he's also a sheriff deputy down here. And him and his wife and his kids took the shot. He said he wasn't going to take it, and he wound up with it. And he's fighting for his life right now.
That's sad.
Yeah. 42-year-old.
I'm only 2 years older than that.
Yeah. He's 42-year-old and in perfect health.
I'm not in perfect health. That's by far, that's for sure.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of us like that, Steve. Not in perfect health. Some of us think we are, but we're far from it.
not going to say that I'm in perfect health, but I'm still decently healthy.
Yeah. Did you take the shots?
Even though I'm a smoker. Do what?
Did you take the shots?
Hell no.
No. Now, me and my wife did. We looked at it like this. If we caught the shit, we stand a chance it might kill us. If we take the shots, the way people were talking, it might kill us. So we just took the shots, and so far we've been all right. It ain't killed us yet.
I'll be honest.
Some people said they were having bad reactions to the shots. Me and my wife has not had any reactions to the shots whatsoever.
Well, see, it's got a latex binding agent, and I'm allergic to latex, so.
Yeah. I got a nephew allergic to latex too. So they got a big.
Claim that it's on the same basis.
Yeah.
As the flu shot, which I could take that one. So I don't know. I just chose to stay away from it.
Yeah. Well, I can't take flu shots. Cannot. I took this one for the coronavirus. It didn't bother me.
Or is it the pneumonia shot that it's supposed to be? It's one of them.
Yeah. The only reaction I had from the shot was a sore arm.
You caught me.
Sore arms, all I got from that shot. I got it back in March. Me and my wife got it back in March.
The pneumococcal shot, you get a sore arm from.
Yeah. I'm debating whether to take that booster shot that they're coming out with in October. I'm debating about that. I don't know if I want to take it or not. They said it would be ready for people to take in October.
Well, with this new variant, they need to be getting it out sooner.
Yep. Well, I tell you what, they are. I feel like they're doing wrong. Some of these places, companies, and they either telling their employees either take the shot or they be terminated. That is wrong. They shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, that is wrong.
Yeah, it is wrong. That's stripping you of your rights. Freedom of choice. We got one right down here, not too far from us. The one that me and my wife used to work at. They're telling them people down there right now, if they have not got to taking the shots by November 1st, they will not have a job.
I say fire me because I'm going to sue you.
Yep. That's where me and my wife retired from.
Where's that?
It used to be Hillshire Foods. Now Tyson bought them out. Tyson Foods. It's where they kill hogs and make Jimmy Dean sausage.
Yep.
Used to be Jimmy Dean. Jimmy Dean started that plant.
Cons used to be up in Cincinnati.
Uh-huh.
When I was a teenager, I used to live next door to this little old German
Uh-huh.
lady. Hot dog. I mean, every ingredient.
Yeah. Yeah, we had we made sausage for Jimmy Dean and Brian. Brian sausage.
Yeah.
And oh shit. There was 3 or 4 others. No, there's 5 or 6 others. 5 or 6 other brands we made for. But there's one I will not eat whatsoever. No way.
As I told her, I didn't like hot dogs before. I was like, I definitely don't like them now.
Yeah. There's a brand of sausage that ain't no way I'll go eat. It's called O'Grady. That is nasty.
Yeah, the same with freaking Geta.
Yeah.
Won't touch that shit either with a 10-foot pole.
No. That O'Grady is nasty. Ugh.
Because Con used to make that shit, and she told me, well, I used to like Geta. Until I found out what all went into it. And I was like, nope, you killed that for me.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you something you don't know about sausage. You might turn you away from sausage.
Now, don't go tell me about anything about.
No, I'm just tell you what it's not in the meat. It's what they spray the wrapper with after the meat's already packed to make it shine, to make that wrapper shine. It's called sodium glycol. Sodium glycol is embalming fluid. That's all it is.
So, for formaldehyde.
Yeah. I didn't know that until I worked down there. What sodium glycol was. Now I know. You spray that wrapper with it after you got that meat packed and everything. It's not gonna get in the meat. It's not gonna hurt you as long as it's mixed with water. If you took an eyedropper of sodium glycol, pure sodium glycol, and put it on your tongue, you would not take 10 steps and you'd be dead. But you put it with water, you can drink it.
Huh.
It will not hurt you.
I think using the bones and blending them up and then you strain them out. Yeah. It's a nice almond flavor. Yeah. But the texture of the melts is watery. So it's a big mass melts. So it just disappears over time and you're left with the almond skins. Yeah.
You're tough.
Yeah, that flavor grew on the compound.
So I wait for you to get done so I can look up that tray. Ain't you? You got a big ass smile on your face.
Today we're looking for Fugu pens and ribbon to create signature flavor inspired by actor and activist Kevin Bacon.
Damn, that's
Ben and Jerry's have always felt with caramel. So we let everyday ice cream lovers taste their concoction and vote for their favorite. The ice cream makers the most win.
Come get it. Come get
Are you
it.
gonna make him happy?
You tally up the votes, and the winning flavor was created by
You're gonna make him happy now, ain't you?
He knows he gets my leftovers. That's why he probably weighs about 90 pounds.
What kind is he?
He's a mix. He's a Cocker Spaniel and some kind of bulldog.
Oh, okay.
And Skylar, she's German Shepherd and Beagle.
But this
And-
thing right here gets my leftovers.
Yeah.
That's why he weighs almost 15 pounds.
But see, I can pick Skylar up with one arm.
Yeah.
All right. I can't pick Tucker up like that. You not gonna eat it all, buddy? Guarantee if I was to call Skylar down here, she'd eat it. You must not like it. That's what I'm saying. It's 11:30.
It's 10:30 here. But I'm still fixing to go to bed.
That's right. You're Central Time, ain't you?
Yeah. We are behind y'all. You're on Eastern.
Yeah, but I'm about ready to call it and go out, smoke a couple cigarettes, and then go to freaking bed.
Sound like a winner to me.
Because I gotta get up at 7, load my trailer or hook my trailer back to my truck, get it loaded, and head to Cincinnati.
Well,
That
I gotta-
sucks down there.
I don't know what I gotta do tomorrow. I know I gotta go to work tomorrow night, but I don't know what I gotta do until then.
On top of dealing with poison ivy. So, all right, I guess I'm gonna shut this damn thing down. I'm talking to you later.
All right, Steve. It's good seeing you again, man. Good talking to you. Y'all, take it easy up there and have a good one.
Yeah, you too. Yep. Yep.
Good night.
Night. Anybody else that's in here, y'all have a great night. And I'll see you later.